What is up, Pokefans? Welcome back to a brand new video. My name is Matt, and this is Season 7, where we climb the rank ladder to hit Master Rank, which we already did to add a check mark, using a team that we built from scratch. Now, we are currently 95 games in, so I'm very excited to see how the next 5 games are going to be, and the question still stands. Do you guys want to see matches 1 from 100 in a single video to watch it the entire time? It's going to be a very long video, but I think it would be really interesting to see the progression from the team all the way up until 100 matches in. I think it would be really interesting. We're currently 13,634, nowhere near the 10,000 rank, so it's going to be what it is at this point. But I still want to do as much as we possibly can. I still want to continue competing until the ladder closes on June 30th, which is going to be 3 days from now, because today is Tuesday the 27th. It's going to be done, but I do want to take some time to get my Regulation D team ready, so we will only have 2 more days of recording for Season 7. So we'll have today the 27th, tomorrow, which is Wednesday the 28th, and Thursday the 29th, and then there will be no video for 30th unless you guys want to see that 100 video come out, or 100 plus, because we still have 3 more days. Then I will release that on Friday, and then you guys can enjoy the content as you would. But the other question is the videos too long for you? As a content creator myself, I have no problem recording and getting these videos out to you, but if you feel like they're too long, let me know down in the comments so that I can maybe adjust them so that you guys can have them in a small bite-sized videos. I mean, they're going to be the same information, right? At least we can assume, or at least hope so. But as a content creator, I love being able to change things. And while I do enjoy the format of recording so far, I wish I can dedicate a little bit more time. So I'm trying to figure that out to record more interesting Pokemon videos. I would really like to do some team breakdowns, not necessarily of someone else's team, because there's no real way that I can really tell what the best EV set that people would have to survive certain things. I'm the type of person that learns from playing. So if I have a Pokemon to look out for, then I can calc to that to try to survive certain moves. So there's my prognosis and how I like to do things. So in the first week, even in Regulation D, I won't know what I should be calcing for until I start seeing Pokemon pop up more and more. Does that make sense to you guys? Because it does to me, but I don't know. But anyway, yeah, let me know down in the comments down below. We will have a couple of new things coming out. So Thursday, our first podcast episode is going to be releasing on this channel. I may create a YouTube channel as well as a Twitter account for them, just so that no one takes it. But I don't know if it's going to be posted there yet. I'm not sure. I'm still working on that, but it'll be at least posted on here with some visuals to tie you guys over. It's going to be a podcast. It's just me and my buddies talking, so there's no going to be gameplay in the background, but it would be interesting to get it underway. It's going to be a bi-weekly podcast, so we filmed Saturday and it'll be brought out Thursdays, and we will film next Saturday, not this one, but the following Saturday, and it'll be out the following Thursday. So we were trying to do a weekly thing, but I'm busy Saturdays. My buddy of mine, who is also a guest host, is also busy on Saturdays, and we want to try to set up a time to where we could do interviews. So that's pretty much all the announcements that I have. I'm sorry I took up your guys' time for about 5 minutes. We'll get into our first match of the day. Let's get into it. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, our match is ready to go. We've got Golden Goat, Murkrow, Amoonguss, Volcarona, Great Tusk, and Chien-Pao. Okay, so we will have to do our awesome open of Fluttermane Torkoal, just because we will have to do with Murkrow, which is going to have Tailwind, unfortunately, and with Volcarona and Great Tusk in the back, we're going to be hurting quite a bit, so we're going to bring in Jumpluff to offset that, and we could potentially walk in with our own Great Tusk or Chien-Pao just to kind of bring a little bit more offense on our side. I think Chien-Pao is going to be the best one, just because of the fact that Murkrow's weak against it, Great Tusk would be weak against it. Volcarona won't be, but we do have Torkoal that could possibly do something about that. But if we don't bring in Grit Tusk, we can't really do anything to Volcarona. But we would be able to take out Amoonguss with Qian Pao. So we're more leaning to Qian Pao than Great Tusk. I mean, again, we don't really have an out for Volcarona, but I at least still want to have something. I want to have something. So here we go. Great Tusk and Amoonguss is the starters. And we've got a grid opening. That's 2 shinies versus Torkoal and Fluttermane, which is not shiny at all. Now, photosynthesis activates for Great Tusk and for my Fluttermane. But now we are in kind of like in a... it's a weird spot, right? Great Tusk may be taken out before. So I'm going to overheat the Amoonguss and Moonblast the Great Tusk. I think that's going to be the game here. They're going to Terra. Probably the Amoonguss. It is the Amoonguss. Are you water? In fact, water. Good. Make him immune, but now you leave Great Tusk open to be completely annihilated by this Moonblast that's going to be coming out. Oh, Great Tusk does protect, so you save yourself. And not everyone's doing 0 speed on Amoonguss, so Amoonguss will do Spore, which will put Fluttermane to sleep. And Overheat will now come out, which isn't going to do a whole lot of damage to the Amoonguss, but I do lower my stats, which then offsets me. So now we'll bring in Qian Pao. This will put immediate pressure on the Great Tusk again, and still continue to apply that pressure. So I'm going to go ahead and Ice Spinner the Great Tusk, and I'm going to swap out Fluttermane to bring in Jumpluff. So that Spore doesn't really hit anything else. Or at least not to this slot, because he probably like expected that would happen. Rage Powder will activate. So Ice Spinner will go into that slot. At least Amoonguss. It takes it down a little half. Oof. Oof. The Rock Slide. The Rock Slide. That hurts. How dare you? All right, we're gonna... does Ice Spinner hurt? No, it doesn't. Okay. Sacred Sword into the Amoonguss, and we're going to go ahead and Sleep Powder the Great Tusk. Saw that coming. That's why I said Sacred Sword to that slot. Sleep Powder goes into the Great Tusk. Puts him to sleep. Hopefully he'll stay asleep for a little bit. Sacred Sword into Amoonguss. Won't get the KO, but gets pretty close. And Great Tusk is now asleep. We know that it's not a choice item because he used Protect and then Rock Slide. He hasn't swapped out since. Okay. We're going to Sacred Sword into Amoonguss again. And we're going to go ahead and Pollen Puff the Qian Pao to get his health back up. Withdrew Amoonguss. So that's good. To bring out Murkrow. This is gonna hurt him. That's gonna hurt him a lot. Also, shiny Murkrow. Prankster has Tailwind, does a lot of stuff. But here's Sacred Sword. Ooh, I thought that would do a lot more. Apparently it does not. All right, we're going to Ice Spinner into that slot. We're also going to Giga Drain into that slot as well. Tailwind to double the speed. Good call. Giga Drain off the Great Tusk, so I get a little bit more HP. Thank you. Brings me back up to the green. Tusk is still asleep. Here comes the Ice Spinner. This should knock him out now. Woo! Good call. And the sunlight faded. Here comes Volcarona. Also shiny. Ice Spinner. We can go into the Murkrow. And Volcarona's a bug type. It's in the back. Torkoal, Fluttermane. Okay. And we're going to Sleep Powder the Volcarona. Murkrow will protect. That's good. Ice Spinner is going to go into that slot. Heat Wave is going to do a lot of damage. Going to knock out both of my Pokemon, so that's unfortunate. He does have Tailwind now, so it's kind of like a losing battle. I shouldn't say losing. It's definitely an uphill battle. We'll bring out the Drought again. Activate the Photosynthesis. And we'll go in with the Terrafire Eruption. And the Shadow Ball into Volcarona. That's what we'll do. I don't know what's going to happen from here. This may as well be a loss. He still has two Pokemon in the one Pokemon in the back. So it's 2 versus 3. And one Pokemon on my side is asleep. And they haven't had their turn of sleep yet. Quiver Dance to increase the speed and special attack and defense, I think. Yep. Foul Play. Which won't do a whole lot to Fluttermane, unfortunately. But here comes the Eruption from downtown. Terrafire Torkoal. Doing a lot to both of these Pokemon. Let's go. And Volcarona has leftovers. Interesting. So I know who's your fourth. Oh yes, the Amoonguss. That's right. Shiny Amoonguss. We'll go ahead and just continue on with the eruptions. Thunderbolt. Because we haven't slept, like we haven't did our move yet, so we're just gonna go right into the Thunderbolt and hope for the best. Heat Wave from Volcarona, which will knock out the Fluttermane, but will not do anything to Torkoal. It does about half, about there. Spore will hit because Quiets, man. I need to take him off Quiet. The whole point, like in Trick Room, it is so good, but everyone invests zero, quote my buddy, no one invests speed in Amoonguss, and it's like, yet he's still faster than Torkoal. It's funny. We're gonna protect here to get the turn proc. Torkoal woke up to protect. There we go. But this game is over. It's far from over. Like, he would have to miss his next move for me to be able to hit, and I still have to try to survive both techs. The Volcarona is in the green now. Yeah, that's game. We'll try it. Bug Buzz knocks it out. Nope. I tried, but the Quiver Dance is what did it. That's what did it. Match 1 wasn't bad. Let's see if we can do it for the next 4. Alrighty, and our next match is ready to go. We've got Iron Bundle, Abomasnow, Sandy Shocks, Slithering, Fluttermane, and Arcanine. Okay, so how do we deal with this team? I'm kind of shocked that Slithering is here, but at the same time I'm not. It's pretty much Volcarona just on 4 legs instead of flying. So let's go ahead and get ourselves set up for the inevitable weather war. And I think we'll bring in Great Tusk this time and use Terrafire. I mean, we could still bring in Jumpluff. I don't know if that's going to be helpful, though, in this situation. we do have 3 people that can pretty much knock it out, and one Sandy Shocks can use gravity and just take it out of the freaking air. So we don't really want to do that. Let's go Chien Pao instead. Let's give this this team a try. I notice I'm not using a lot of Gyarados. I don't know if that's a terrible insight for me or what. I need to use more of it though. Fluttermane and Iron Bundle, because I can't read their names. Pet Photosynthesis kicks off. My speed is heightened. Their special attack is heightened. And Quark Drive for the Iron Bundle kicks off. Okay. So first thing I want to do is protect Torkoal. And then I want to, Shadow Ball the Fluttermane. I want that Fluttermane off the field. They're probably going to Terra, which is a good option. But in this case, who do you Terra? Iron Bundle? Or do you Terra the Fluttermane? They don't Terra, so that's a good call. I'm going to go first. After he goes with Icy Wind, which is not going to hurt Torkoal at all because he's protected. Going to lower the speed on the Fluttermane just a smidge, but not. I don't think it's going to be enough for the other one to outspeed. It will not. Shadow Ball gets into their Fluttermane and will get the one-hit KO. Oh, that was a crit too. Ouch. Ouch. Alrighty. What do you plan on doing now? Who is your next? Arcanine. Okay. I mean, I'll take that. I'll take that all day. All day. Because now you proc Torkoal. He leaves. Which one's the better one? Great Tusk. And we will Terra Fire here to ignore the Will-O-Wisp and not receive any damage from Freeze Dry. That's going to be the thing here. So, Terra Fire, Rock Slide. Both of them are super effective. I will take that. Shadow Ball will now go into the Iron Bundle. Withdrew Arcanine. Good call. So who's your third? Bombasnow drops the weather. I think he's still weak against rock types though. Here comes Terra Fire, so I ignore whatever's going to come my way. It's probably a Blizzard coming out from Iron Bundle, which may knock out the Fluttermane. I'm not sure. Their item was Quirk Drive, so I know they're not holding anything else. Aura Veil. Good call. I forgot he learns that. Rock Slide goes into both slots. Won't do a lot of damage because of the fact that Aura Veil Shadow Ball now hits Iron Bundle for the rest of it. Arcanine's now out here. He cannot switch. So, guys, here's the play. We switch out Great Tusk to bring in Torkoal and Shadow Ball the Abomasnow. Now, Aura Veil does not shatter, unfortunately, since we're switching the weather. It still stays up, so that part of the job is done. It's been completed. But now I get Photosynthesis back. Oh, my special attack was heightened because my speed's down. Oh, that's funny. Oh, this is gonna hurt a lot. Even with Aura Veil, that still hurts quite a bit. Oh, that's so funny. I was not expecting that whatsoever. Yeah, we'll just go ahead and erupt then, and Shadow Ball into Arcanine. Abomasnow protects. Good on him. That's so funny. I wasn't expecting that. Flare Blitz will then go into Flutter Mane and will knock him out. But that's why I did the double attack. And here comes a well-rounded eruption from Torkoal. Isn't going to do anything to the Abomasnow, unfortunately, but should do quite a bit of damage to the Arcanine. That wasn't it. But now we'll summon out the Great Tusk. Okay, attack is heightened. We're gonna go ahead and Helping Hand the Great Tusk. Earthquake doesn't do a whole lot, so we won't do that. We won't do that. We will Headlong Rush and Eruption again. He'll probably go for the Will-O-Wisp again and realize that he cannot be burnt. Fire says no, but he could also do Extreme Speed, maybe Flare Blitz, something. They do access their own Terra, and it's going to be for the Arcanine. And he's now flying. Okay. All right. I mean, that's a good call. You completely ignore Headlong Rush. That's great on you. Flare Blitz is now going to go onto the Torkoal. Isn't going to do a whole lot, unfortunately. It's like 49 damage. Earth Power onto that slot is going to not knock out the Great Tusk. I thought it was. But here comes the Eruption. And both KO. Oh, crit on the Arcanine too. That's so dope. Oh, Torkoal, man. The unsuspecting prey. Oh, prey taker, I should say. Alrighty. Ooh, this is a good team we have here. All right, so we got Tyranitar, Lycanroc, Entity Female, Armarouche, Chi-Yu, and Breloom. So, obvious Weather War with T-Tar, but Lycanroc will also take advantage of the Sandstream that is going to be coming out. So we will be going back and forth. I think the call for this one is to, I mean, like I want to bring out Torkoal, but if I start the Weather War, he's going to swap out to then bring out the Weather, which is going to really call in for Lycanroc to be one of the hardest hitting Pokemon in the game. So let's see. We might start off with both of our setups, I think. That's probably not going to help. I don't like this. Okay. We'll start with Torkoal, Great Tusk, Jumpluff, Flutter Mane. I think that's how we're going to deal with this team. I pray this is how we get the win. If he starts out with Tyranitar, I'm slower, which means that my weather will overwrite his. If he doesn't bring out Tyranitar, it's going to be a huge weather war from then on out. And I have to really, really play smart. I can't read any of that. Chi-Yu and Breloom, so it's no weather. Okay, Beads of Ruin lowers down everyone's special defenses. So Breloom has Mach Punch as a priority move. Isn't really going to outspeed me per se, but I think Terrain might be the best option. We're going to overheat into that slot and Headlong Rush into, yeah, we're going to Terra Fire, Headlong Rush into Chi-Yu. I think that's going to be the best option because Mach Punch, I think it's a Steel type move, which isn't going to do a whole lot to fire types, but it could do a lot of damage to fighting ground. I'm not 100%. In the event that it doesn't, though, I just kind of want it to be off. It really like upsets things for Jumpluff in the future because like Rock Slide and stuff could come out from, you know, Lycanroc or even Tyranitar. I'm hoping that's not the case. Chi-Yu will protect though, so it doesn't get anything off. Headlong Rush will go into that slot, which won't do much. There's no Mach Punch, but Bullet Seed comes out. So that's a 5 hitting move, which isn't going to do a whole lot because we Terra'd, so thank God we read something. Overheat will now hit to the Breloom, which will knock him out. Thanks, Chi-Yu, for lowering down your buddy's special defenses. Woo! And this sets me up perfectly for the next one. And I believe we can either bring out Fluttermane and have our special, or no, our speed increased, or we could go in with Jump Up. I think Fluttermane's gonna be best. Now, if he brings Tyranitar out now, that's a good play. Good play and a good call. So our speed is now heightened due to the sun. And I can't read that, but it is T-Tar. So Photosynthesis War on both Great Tusk and Fluttermane, so that's a good call for him. But I'm going to Moonblast into that slot, and I believe, yep, I'm locked into Headlong Rush. I'm going to hit T-Tar. I'm going to leave Chi-Yu alone, even though it's a terrible idea. I'm one of the fastest people on the field. So now they're going to Terra. Who are they going to have it on? Is it, it's Chi-Yu. Chi-Yu goes Water. Okay. It's a good thing I didn't hit Chi-Yu with Headlong Rush, because this wouldn't have done a lot. But Headlong Rush will now hit T-Tar, knocks him out, gets him right out of the field. Get out of here. Defense is dropped by Great Tusk. And now I'm going to hit this Chi-Yu for a lot, because now he's not resistant to Fairy, but it drops him down to maybe 3. Also dropping a special attack. His Terra Blast will now kick in, which is going to go into the Great Tusk. And it's going to knock him out, unfortunately. But you know what? I don't care. He has served more than just his purpose. This is Great Tusk, man. You are the dopest Pokemon I have ever had. Oh! And that was a Life Orb. Chi-Yu knocks himself out. That's dope. Oh no! Fluttermane gets bumped by the sand, so here comes Torkoal to reset the weather. Oh my god, did this play out differently than I thought. Lycanroc is going to come out, but guess what? Drop kicks in, and your special is now gone. I'm sorry, Lycanroc. Oh. You are the person I was fearing the most, and I don't have to fear you anymore because now you are going to get smushed. Battle was canceled. What a really good match 3. I was not expecting that whatsoever. Oh no. For match number 4, we've got Gyarados, Baxcalibur, Armarouge, Dunsparce, Fluttermane, and Hariyama. Okay. How do we deal with this team, guys? How do we do with this? Gyarados, Baxcalibur, Armarouge, Fluttermane. Hariyama is probably the most annoying person to deal with. Okay, so we're going to go in with Fluttermane and Torkoal, Chien-Pao, and Jumpluff. We're not going to bring in Great Tusk because he's got Gyarados in there, which could offset things, and he also has Baxcalibur in there, which is going to have Ice Shard as a priority move. Hariyama isn't really going to do a whole lot. It's a fake out user, but he also has Guts or Thick Fat, depending on which one you want to build for. Guts is prominently what's used, which means he's going to be hitting for a lot. And even he has Heavy Slam, so it even puts Fluttermane to danger. But Dunsparce is a normal type. He's probably going to use Boom Burst. And if Boom Burst is a thing, that's going to not do a whole lot. But he also has Rattled. So we do need to keep an eye on whether or not that he gets hit a lot, because if he gets hit a lot, his speed increases and he gets really, really fast. So Baxcalibur and Hariyama gets opened up first. Okay, so let's go ahead and get our photosynthesis off. We're going to go ahead and protect the Torkoal. And I kind of want to do... We're going to use our Terra to set up for Dazzle Gleam. This is going to hit both of them for a lot. Now, my hope is that Hariyama goes for the fake out on the Torkoal. I mean, it could work on the Fluttermane if it does. He guessed right. But Torkoal now goes that. Fake out. Oh, White Guard. Even worse. Even worse. He called it. No. Maybe Moonblast should have been the thing. Dang it. So no fake out. Baxcalibur will use Earthquake, which will not hurt Hariyama. That's a good call. Will not hurt Torkoal either, but it will hit the Fluttermane for quite a bit. Oh, crit. Dark Drink brings it down to 2 HP. It's still alive. And I'm locked into that move now. I'm going to overheat on the Hariyama. And I'm going to have to... I'm locked into Dazzling Gleam. Ice Shard. It's fine. I was kind of doomed at that point. There's not a whole lot that I could have done there. Rock Slide comes out, so it's not a choice item. We'll drop Torkoal to about half. Here comes the Overheat, which will hit the Hariyama. Almost bringing him down to 0. Will not knock him out, though, but gets pretty close. Jetpack will now take out Torkoal. So now I get a free switch in. And I have a way to deal with these Pokemon now. The thing is that Jumpluff is now in range of Excalibur, so I have to be really, really careful what I do here. Alright, I'm going to hit the Baxcalibur. I'm going to switch Jump-Up Lap for Torkoal. Because Ice Shard is going to be a thing. And while I can counter Ice Shard, I cannot counter anything else. Ice Shard will go into that slot, so I called correctly. Sacred Sword goes into the Baxcalibur. Almost knocking him out. Doesn't do a whole lot, but close combat into the Chi-Yu slot. Well, I'll bring him down to his Sash. Dropping Hariyama's defenses now. Burning him. Okay. We're gonna go ahead and protect here on both my team. I think that's the better play because he could use Ice Shard. I know that see, there goes the Ice Shard. It was for the Chien Pao. So the priority would have hit there. Rock Slide would have been really detrimental for both of my Pokemon. Oof. Oof. Oh, it's not enough. I was really hoping that the burn would take him out. Okay. We're gonna Sucker Punch the Baxcalibur. And I'm going to overheat I'm going to go for the double. For the double, let's go. Doesn't work. Sucker Punch into the Baxcalibur will knock him out. Rock Slide. Knock out both. Oh, no. It leaves Jumpluff by himself. Sun's gone, and Hariyama burnt himself to oblivion. So it was Guts Flame Orb combo, and it still hurts a lot, don't get me wrong. But now it's 2-on-1. with the sun gone. And Armarouge at the end? No. And Gyarados. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. All right, Sleep Powder the Armarouge. That should be faster. Does not work because he avoided it. Okay, Taunt. And here comes Armor Kit. Oh, Heat Wave. Not bad. Oh, I am left with 23 HP. Let's go, but it doesn't matter. We'll just suck out the Gyarados. Giga Drain. Game's over. Dang it, I was so close to the thought that I had. You guys have no idea. Psyshock. You guys have no idea. I was really hoping to end at 50 and 50. That would have been so dope to end episode 20 50-50. That's so cool. All right, our fifth and final match of the day is going to be against Fluttermane, Dragonite, Chien-Pao, Great Tusk, Klefki, and Iron Moth. This is a really good assortment of team players here. Dragonite, Chien-Pao open. That's why. For some reason, I'm now battling against people that are sub 8,000. Like the fourth match was against someone that was like 5,900. Now this one's like 7,400 or something like that. This is dope. Okay, so what should we do with this particular team? Torkoal, Fluttermane, Jumpluff, and Chien-Pao. Well, no, Great Tusk. Because I'm worried about Iron Moth. Like, I know what Dragonite's going to do. I know what Chien-Pao's going to do. I know what Great Tusk is going to do. I know what Fluttermane's going to do. I don't know what Klefki's going to do. And I don't know what Iron Moth is going to do. Iron Moth lately have been boosted to be like a special attacker. So that's interesting. But Klefki, is he just a screens person? Opens up with the Dragonite Chien-Pao combo. So this is an interesting turn of events here. Okay, so Dark is stronger against Ghost, so I do have to worry about Sucker Punch here. I think Eruption is going to be the best cause for Torkoal. Terra. No, if they use Extreme Speed, it does nothing to Fluttermane. So what should I do here? Moonblast would do a lot. Dazzling Gleam. Chien-Pao will protect, so that's good. Dazzling Gleam will now come out, and it's going to do a lot to the Dragonite if it's not multi-scale, and I don't see why it wouldn't be. It's not! Iron Head will go into the Fluttermane, which will do a lot of damage, will knock it out right away, but here comes the Eruption? Yep, here comes the Eruption, which will not do anything to the Chien-Pao, but will hit the Dragonite for a lot of damage. Wait, how did that not do anything? That doesn't make any freaking sense. How did that not do anything? Here comes Great Tusk. Attack is heightened. That doesn't make any sense. How did that not hurt anybody? Oh, it's not very effective just in general. Okay. All right, we'll just continue overheating. Not overheat, but Eruption, and I will start off with the Earthquake. Not Earthquake, but Rock Slide. Okay, we're gonna lower down the defenses. Well, his Chien-Pao lowers down the defenses of everyone on the field except for himself. So this Rock Slide that's gonna come out should do a lot of damage. Extreme Speed will go into the Torkoal, which isn't going to do a whole lot. Rock Slide will now come in and hit both. We'll drop the Dragonite. And Chien-Pao will now use Ice Spinner onto the Great Tusk, which isn't going to do a whole lot because it is fire. And here comes the Eruption from the Torkoal, which should knock out Chien-Pao. Ooh, so was that Dragonite literally multi-scale, or was it... I mean, it had to be, unless it was an Assault Vest build. It didn't use Protect. Fluttermane now comes out for their side of the field, and Iron Moth. Which Cork Drive activates in its special attack, or is it speed? Speed was heightened. And now Fluttermane's special attack was also increased. All right, so Torkoal is going to go ahead and go with the Overheat to Fluttermane, and I'm going to continue on with the Rock Slide because I'm unfortunately locked into that slot. But I negate almost everything that they have. Acid Spray to the Great Tusk, which is special defenses drop partially. So good call. Fluttermane flinching, could not move. Here comes the Overheat on the Fluttermane to knock it out. I wonder what Fluttermane was going to do with that -2 special defenses. Oof. Oof. Eject Pack should now kick in to kick Torkoal off the field, and that allows Jumpluff to come onto the field and says hello to the world. Now, I believe I'm faster than that Pokemon there for sure. And I'm going to make it even more so. I'm going to Tailwind and Rock Slide. Battle was canceled. Never mind. I'm not going to do any of those things. Ladies and gentlemen, 100 battles have been fought. We are 49 and 51. That 7,000 player that we just beat dropped us to the 4 best numbers ever. Check out the zero. It doesn't exist. Zero, just get out here. We're at 12,850. I couldn't have planned that even better if I could. Bros, special celebrations. We are currently at the rank that it's just my 4 favorite numbers. It really is. For context, the story behind the channel, I played Final Fantasy XI, and I used the character's name of one of my favorite games that is a JRPG called Chrono Cross. His name was Surge, but I misspelt his name. I thought it was an SU and not an SE, so mine's an SU with the last 4 digits of my very first mobile phone number. Trust me, that phone number no longer exists, or at least it's not in service. I still have that phone, so no one else can get it. But I just love the fact that it just ended up being that. Again, take out the zero. We don't really care about the zero. Get out of here, zero. You're out of here. But still, ladies and gentlemen, Poke fans alike, we are done with today's video. Question still stands. Do you guys want to see all the matches from 1 to 100 and beyond? Because we still have 2 more days to record. So we're gonna get 110 fights in. Holy cow. And also, do you feel like the videos are too long? Like for me, they don't feel like it, but for retention wise, as a creator, I pay attention to that kind of stuff. So if you feel like it's too long, let me know down in the comments and I'll think of ways that I can tweak it so it's a little bit more digestible for you. That way you can just listen to it on the go and not really have to pay attention to what's on the screen. Or if my commentary is good enough for you, then awesome. I like that a lot. But yes, that's the video. Like it if you like it, dislike it if you didn't. Leave a comment down below. I reply to any and all comments that I receive, and subscribe if you're new. It helps out the channel quite a bit, and you can hit the bell if you'd like to get notified when stuff comes out. I do release stuff all the time, about 5 to 6 days a week, depending on the preference of what I'm going to be doing. And I plan on doing that in like season 8. So expect more videos from me in the future. And yeah, let's try to hit our goal of 1,000 subs by the end of the year. It's almost July. We still have plenty of time. And by the recording of this video, I have 336. So help out with the goal, guys. Hit the subscribe button. Hit it. That'd be great. But that's it. Happy Tuesday, everyone. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.